So, like I said before, man, I don't really care for the sides, uh, but I have to call out these black feminists and their bullshit, their bullshit, um, bleeding heart. Now, if you don't know who that brown girl or ex Tina Brown is, this was a black feminist who was I guess she got frustrated with herself about supporting, and she's not even dating a black man. She got frustrated with herself that black men were calling her out on her views on black men while trying to be this fake activist, this fake Black Lives Matter activist. So she dumped the whole idea of, she was like, "Oh, I'm burning the cape. I don't want to fuck with you guys anymore." And she called black men on Twitter bullet bags and talked about how she really felt about black men getting gunned down by the police and felt like it was deserved because black men supposedly treat black women like shit. So she felt like it was deserved. She got mad that she got called out for it, and this is crazy. And I noticed she deleted my comment, so I know she saw it. But I'm gonna make a video for it because you won't be able to touch me. I'll make a video for it because you needed you needed to be put on, you needed to be put on blast for your shit, because this bleeding heart shit is getting on my motherfucking nerves. It's getting on my nerves because you don't have any jokes. You don't have any type of sly comment. Yet you crying on every motherfucking video for these Palestinian men that you never met. And most likely they probably ain't got no respect for you. And you doing all this barking at the net, crying and shit. What about children? What about children? And all that shit. Okay. Black man die. Yeah, it's a joke. Bullet bag. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But damn. It's a joke. But let me just go out. I'm looking at this other video.
I'm about to rant because this, seeing global conflicts like this to this extent is not normal. It is not normal to have to scroll and see children talking about seeing brains on the floor, talking about that their mother just got martyred. It's not normal to have in 3 weeks one part of the world
Same. This is the same chick that described black men as bullet bags, and didn't even want to take accountability for it. Crazy, right?
more children die than all of the world conflicts in the last 3 years. Thousands of children. And you have people in high places that have billions of dollars that they're funding to kill children, kill women, kill men, bomb.
But she is not worried about companies that are discriminatory towards black men. She doesn't care about anybody. She didn't she burn the cake for us? Didn't she burn the cake for us? It's crazy because like one side of me is like, this has to be like a cash grab to where they're just doing acting. And then I was like, damn, but black women love children. So it's I'm like, damn, is it genuine? Is it acting? Um, like I just really don't even know where they're going with this. But it's crazy because outside looking in, you probably think that black women were the nicest people on earth. Black women will give you the shirt off their back for you. You would think by proxy and default you would the black women would um black women would black women would that not black but black men would get a default love and appreciation from black women. But no, you don't. And surprisingly, they hate you more than the white man. They blame you for everything, for all their ills, fail to take accountability. They compare you to the devil himself. And and as a black man, you gotta sit there and watch black women fall for all forms of intersectionality, and how other races of people can get black women to support their cause out of thin air. Some of these chicks don't even have to be paid or bought. They'll just volunteer their services. And when black women are bored and they got nothing to do or nothing to talk about, they make fun of you. They make fun of you, black men. They call you bullet bags. They talk about how poor and broke you are, and how you can't do what other races of men do. But they're chasing D boys, and like, how the fuck can you get a traditional D boy and all that stupid shit? They ain't got nothing positive to say about you. It just scratches my head to where it's like we don't even, not even educated lames get love from black women. It's like it's just so crazy seeing the bleeding heart, the ploy, the understanding of humanity and God and peace on earth. And it's just crazy. Like, once they look at you, they see you as the devil himself. It's just crazy. It's crazy seeing that other races of people can have black women at a chokehold like this.
Hospitals, bomb refugee camps, and then lie about it, spend money to lie about it, because propaganda isn't fucking free. Wanting us to condemn terrorist groups when these countries are the real fucking terrorist group, wanting us to condemn radicalization. I don't give a fuck about radicalization. Of course people are radicalized. What do you think is going to happen? Don't look away. Don't look away because this shit is too hard to look at, because these people are trying to survive and they're trying to survive. They can't even take care of each other. They can't even help heal each other's wounds. They can't even process PTSD without another bomb, without white phosphorus in the air. And this is just one part of the world. Think of Sudan, think of the Congo. The least that these people deserve is for us to shed tears for them. No matter how difficult it gets to look at these images and listen to these stories, yes, take your break, take your moment and your hours or your days or whatever to regulate yourself. But the least we can do while we're not experiencing this is shed tears for them, because we love to talk about how
You had no tears for black men, none. When the cast is looking slow and people were criticizing you about your half-ass support for black men, you didn't have these tears, man. You but you see now, when you making, when you got like 6-figure views. Oh, she's gonna milk the fuck out of this, you know.
history gets erased. And how could this have happened? How could history just be gaslit and erased? Because this is exactly what they want. They don't want us to look at the stories. They don't want us to see it. They're going to do the same thing.
Just like she doesn't want you to remember when she called black men bullet bags, but she can't take accountability for that.
To what we're experiencing and seeing now, we cannot forget these people's stories. Take the screenshots, record the videos, the photos, sear it into your memory what we're watching right now.
But when people screenshot and recorded you calling black men bullet bags, you explaining like a motherfucker, and you was trying to act like you was joking and all that shit. But you was dead serious.
Promise you, if the propaganda is as bad as we're seeing it right now, what we are going to see 10, 15, 20 years from now, 30, 40, whatever, 50 years from now is going to be even worse when they try to erase everything that we were watching, let alone these people experiencing it. And I want to add that you should be having these intense emotions because this shit is not fucking normal. It's tragic. If you find yourself not having these intense emotions when you're seeing these images, you are desensitized. You are desensitized, and that is also a problem. They want to desensitize us so bad. They want to desensitize us to the point to where we can look at these things and see them as normal life, and this is not normal. Don't stop looking at the images. Do not.
Them making comments about my boyfriend being sexually predatory after me is uncalled for because that's misogynistic and rape culture. Them making jokes and comments about me being ran through as a child and a teen and that I wasn't in my prime for him after age 20, so after I was a teenager, is uncalled for. Them calling my boyfriend gay was uncalled for because that's homophobic. Them saying he's...
I'm not gonna go through all that. Address the bullet bag. I think dudes will.
I got plenty of black men in my life that wouldn't let nothing pop off if they was around me, wouldn't let nobody touch me.
I'm gonna have to call cap on you talking about you got plenty of black men around you. You know, you can't have too many black men around you that you respect and love and honor because didn't you say like not too long ago that black men are bullet bags? All because you were getting teased or bullied by some black individuals on this platform. Somehow those negative black men that were in your comments on your video talking negative to you, they were a representation of all the black men in society. It's funny how when negative things happen in this country, black women like yourself have everything to say about black men. But as soon as something's positive, as soon as a black man's out here creating jobs, being a father, loving his parents, loving his daughter, loving his mother, loving his sister, loving his aunties, loving black women in general, where's your videos for that? Where
Exactly,
you ever talking?
brother. Exactly. They're quiet as fuck. Just like that stupid bitch with the bonnet with the glasses. Does the same bullshit. She gets mad over every little rage quitting video about Kevin Samuels and guys liking Kevin Samuels and guys turning her down for being a single mom. But when black men do something good and black men try to open brand new conversations, they got nothing to say. Nothing to say. But they have everything and they're crying and they're fucking asking for sympathy for in a country they never been in. Country they never been in.
Black men in general and telling black men that they're great, they're amazing. You don't see videos like that coming from you, right? Okay. But we bullet bags.
I got plenty of black men in my life that wouldn't let nothing pop off if they was around me, wouldn't let nobody touch me.
I'm gonna have to call cap on you talking about you got plenty of black men around you.
My only
you can't have too many.
I wish that he combined it with her views on Palestine. That would have been the icing on the cake.
Yo, see, every day I gotta fight just to prove my love. So here we have another racist with a troll account bullying a black woman on.
Dude, shut the fuck up. See, a lot of people ain't calling it out, but I think most people call it out on Twitter. And then she came on TikTok crying about you guys are calling my boyfriend gay, which was already debunked.
What is your most radical belief? I'll go first.
I don't think cops.
Let me see. Is it anyone calling?
What is your most radical?
Ooh, I'm always nervous to talk about this.
I'm so tired of gay niggas on TikTok, man. Yeah, nobody was calling that shit out, man. How the fuck? Maybe because of the.
Do not feel embarrassed for believing Carly Russell. Because y'all don't believe black women anyways.
No one's calling that shit out. Ain't that a trip? Ain't nobody calling that shit out. Let me put it together. Sometimes you have to put these words together. It might change the results. Nothing.
Neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result.
And now it's time to have a discussion with Black people how sometimes we get on our own way of true liberation and freedom because we're so indoctrinated by white supremacy and violence against Black women. Because it was Black
neighborhood therapist who
wasn't well put together, but
the Black community loves to gaslight like cis heterosexual Black men don't got the most privilege within our community.
So the same woman that refers to us as bullet bags is going to tell us what's best for Black men and how we have the community fucked up.
At least the brother put in the Twitter, so I wasn't going to. So I'm glad I ain't got to go deep on this.
The Black community loves to gaslight like cis heterosexual Black men don't got the most privilege within our community.
So the same woman that refers to us as bullet bags is going to tell us what's best for Black men and how we have the community fucked up.
Same bitch got a bleeding heart for kids she never met. Ain't that a motherfucking trip? Yeah. There really wasn't a lot of people that called her out on TikTok. Oh yeah, let's see this one.
Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn.
Now she's pro-Palestine and shit. But you ain't calling those kids bullet bags. You ain't calling those kids bomb heads. You ain't calling these kids mortar heads. You ain't calling these kids anything. No epithet. And if you think that it was just because that what led to was just an outburst of a random troll on her shit, no, this was feelings that she been had for Black men, and she was gnawing at it. She was just fine. She was waiting for an insignificant moment to express that hatred. It don't take much. It don't take much. But you know, this bleeding heart shit, man, it's frustrating watching this shit because these are Black women who give you no humanity at all as a Black man. They give you none. They talk shit about you it's weird. They'll talk shit about you. At least these, when it comes to Black feminists and these chicks on TikTok, they will make fun of you for being a straight Black man while also crying about how you act gay or effeminate and you're not true about your sexuality, and then also try to compare you about what you ain't doing compared to what other races of men are doing. But you were also talking about you are an unkept woman who doesn't like to be defined. And you're mad when we don't even understand half the shit you talking about.
Okay, this is probably going to be controversial, but hear me out. Because my calculations, they're calculating. Okay, the math is mathing. You're telling me that Black people, okay, have generational trauma, that we have a genetic predisposition to certain mental health issues due to trauma that hasn't even happened to us currently living, right? Just due to trauma that's happened to our ancestors. But all the evil, barbaric, animalistic thoughts and behaviors of white people, all that rape, killing, pillaging, colonizing, ain't affecting their generations genetically. There's no effect on them at all. There's no...
She talks about Black people. This is the same woman who can't even think that a Black man has humanity. Shit. I don't even know why I even gave that bitch breath, man. I don't even know why I let that shit play out. Let's see her latest videos. They try to run this story. I'm probably gonna make another video, but I remember this. They try to run that story as a Black incel thing, and the thing is, and kept trying to link it to Kevin Samuels, and I'm like, I've done the research. There was no fucking link to the kid listening to Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate. So it's a lot of like shit they literally have to make. That's the crazy thing about it. That these bitches literally have to make up shit to make it seem like you have this animalistic targeting view on how much you hate them. And it's like, no. It's just crazy, man. Like a random chick can die because of some immature boy, and now all of a sudden everything is related to a Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate, some nigga with a podcast. and there's literally zero proof. And you wondering why when black men come at to black women, we're asking for proof. Because we know y'all run at the neck too goddamn much.
Absolutely nobody asked for this, but here are my stipulations for pregnancy.
This is exactly what people with uteruses need to do. We need to all start having some pregnancy stipulation. You want me to risk my life pushing an entire human out of a cavern in my body, especially as a black woman, with all the risks involved in that, and you don't think I'm gonna ask for things? You don't think I'm gonna ask for things? Baby, I will have a contract drafted up before I will even pee on a stick, and you will sign it. You will sign it. And every stipulation needs to be met by a certain time frame, because that's when clinics will stop taking me. I'm not sorry. Anything a pregnant person asks for, a pregnant person should get. Period, point blank. Like, you didn't even really have to do anything. All you had to do was bust it out.
Well, give that little white man a baby then. Shit, you ain't doing that. Or go to Palestine. Get pregnant by them. Bleeding heart bullshit.
So 2 days ago, October 30th, was my birthday. I turned 28. But 2 years ago on my birthday was the first time that I had experienced
cap. I don't really believe you.
So as a lot of us are talking about the war crimes and crimes against humanity that we're seeing taking place in Gaza at the hands of IDF in Israel, it's bringing me to want to talk about the International Criminal Court, because I talked about it in my master's thesis. The International Criminal Court is the first court of its kind to allow individuals of member states to be tried at the international level for committing war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocide, and crimes of aggression. Individuals including military personnel, world leaders, etc. Now, the Rome Statute, which is the treaty that establishes the ICC, first got passed in 1998 in a convention in Rome, and then became into.
And this is the scary part about feminists, about black feminists, man. They come to spaces with a bleeding heart, an open mind, doing these critical and radical think pieces, thought ideas. They're doing the research. They're connecting dots, and it's just crazy, and it's just so wild to me that it stops at black men. Their humanity stops at black men for no fucking reason, man. It's crazy. It's just I just really wish they can get help for that, because it's almost narcissism. It's a multi-personality disorder, to where I'm seeing the line of intersectionality go through everybody, every demographic, and it just stops at black men.